Hey guys, I'm Curry Roberts with Roberts Bushcraft. Today I've got a review for you guys brought to us from Cyelee Optics. This is the Cyelee Wolf X Pro. This is a full-size optic. This optic is made for full-size pistols. Fully submersible, rainproof. 15 foot-pound screw torque. Quick instructions on the side of the box. Have to give them an A+ for the packaging. This is very patriotic. Always ready, always on. Now this is a 2 MOA dot and a 26 MOA circle. And it's made for the RMR 407C, 507C style footprints. We had some trouble sourcing out in a timely manner someone to mill out the slide for me. So we actually went with Outer Impacts plate adapter. And we'll get into that in a little while. I don't want to make the review about that. I want to stick to this. But that is relevant to this because this fits on that. And it's a pretty cheap option. So let's open this box. Now, I would love for you to believe that I have not opened this box before, but you know good and well that I have. So, just a quick overview of the contents of the box. We'll have the Cyelee clear sticker. It's pretty cool. Lens cloth. And some instructions. Now this is pretty cool. Gives you some information there. They're suggesting a 25-yard zero, and this is important. And then we have some basic instructions. Inside the box itself, you have the optic, which I'll go ahead and take out. Comes with that nice cover. Really like that. Set that to the side. Here's the optic itself. Underneath that cover, we have some screws along, let's see, just screws in this pack. And we have a different set of screws in this pack. There's anything else in here? There does appear to be a couple of Allen wrenches. So out of the box you have pretty much everything you need to fit this optic on an Optics Ready slide. I'm going to take this off. This is a pretty neat optic. Shake awake feature. Again, it's a 2 MOA dot. Now the neat thing about this, and I'll show this better out at the range, at least I'm going to try to show it better out at the range, is you have the options of just having the dot itself, the circle itself, and then the dot within the circle. But as you can see, here's a close-up of the optic itself. It says that you have MOA adjustments, up and down. On the side here, you have the intensity adjusters. And holding the plus sign down for a couple seconds is how you cycle through the different dots. It's a very well made optic. And there you have your left to right adjustments. A feature that I really like is being able to get to that 1632 battery from the side here. So now let's get over here to the pistol. As I mentioned, this is not an Optics Ready slide. We looked around on the internet to have the slide milled for optics, and so a lot of places were 3-4 weeks or longer out in getting a slide to them and having it sent back to us. So we looked around and we found this adapter plate. What you do is you take the rear sight off and put this plate on. Now, due to YouTube restrictions, I can't show you how to do that, but I can show you the result of it. And as you can see, it's a very nice fit. So the Optic goes right on top. So we'll get this mounted down. We'll show you the pistol with Optic on it, and then we'll get out to the range. So here it is. I'm rather impressed with it. That's pretty slick. So this is what it looks like on the pistol. And here's the holster that we're going to use. Now, funny story about the holster. 3 or 4 years ago when we bought the Smith & Wesson 45, we bought this to holster that. Now the frame for the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 9mm is slightly smaller than the 45, but this holster fits almost like a glove. At the time, we didn't realize that it was an Optics ready holster. Look at that. That's good to go. Now, we're going to go ahead and get this out to the range, get it sighted in, and let's see what it looks like with some lead on the targets. Let's go. I remember reading in the instructions here, they are suggesting a 25-yard zero. So that's what I'm going to do today. 25-yard zero. So at 25 yards, my first shots, I think the first shot missed, and follow-up shots were here, then started coming up some. Right around here is where I want to be, so I think I'm getting it dialed in now. Let's try this again. Woo. That's a winning combination right here. I'm thoroughly impressed with this. I wish I could get that dot to focus on this phone. And let me see if I can play around with it a minute and see what we can do. Maybe it's showing a little bit there. That should be the circle with a dot in the center. See if I can hold that in and change it. That should be just a dot. That was just the circle.
Trying to focus for a second to see if it was hitting higher or lower, because you know, it's depending on the person. That's right on target. I'm gonna try the just the dot. It's shooting a little bit low for me. That's a bad optic. I like that. Get you on target quick. Just doing some range time out here with this thing. I'm extremely impressed with it. Me personally, I like to use the dot feature on this, not the circle with the dot in it. Dad actually enjoys shooting more with the circle and the dot. Optic configuration there. That reticle to me doesn't quite register as well, but using the dot reticle helps me out a little bit more. I like this one good enough that now I'm gonna get one for the shield. This thing definitely needs a red dot on it. Get that fast target acquisition like we were experiencing with that Cyelee Optics Wolf X Pro. Great red dot, guys. Another neat feature about this thing is being able to quickly rack the slide. You're able to maneuver it really easily with your hand. As opposed to, you know, using the serrations on the slide there and having to kind of do the pinch grip with it, which worked, but is nowhere near as easy as maneuvering it like that. Another thing we were thinking is just different places around your body. You could use this kind of easy maneuver function. Let's say I'd hurt my, you know, support hand. I could easily do this off my belt. Also do it off your boot. You could also do it forearm, tricep. You could do it off your watch, side of a tree. Again, big thanks to Cyelee Optics. I'm Gabriel. He's Curry. This is Robert's Bushcraft. Hope you have a great day wherever you are. Defend the weak and fight for what you love. May the wings of liberty never lose a feather. And God bless.